when two youthful hearts awaken. Love is news when they kiss and can't refuse. It's the story old told by sweethearts who fall in love when love is new. Who fall in love when love is new.
Morning, Daily Express. Mr. Logan? Here you are. Morning, Mr. Lake.
Morning, babe.
That's a big idea.
So wait.
Mr.
Hey,
Lake.
guys, get a load of this.
Red apples for the feast.
Well, if it ain't our little frog.
What's the
Quiet, please, quiet. My friend, we are gathered here today to mourn the loss of our dearly beloved Daily Express. Shocked to an untimely death by the appointment as its city editor of that heartless, soulless, journalistic Simon Legree, Martin J. Canavan. I'll take a hiss on that.
Make it snappy, Steve. He'll be here any
And
minute.
so I give you our new city editor, Martin J. Canavan. That sinister spawn of Satan. That perfumed pig. That rose-watered rat. Stop me if you've heard this before. Martin J. He's in. Put it out.
Good morning, Mr. Canavan.
1 minute, everybody. Hold it, please. Good morning, Mr. Canavan.
My very dear friends, I am deeply touched by this tribute of affection and esteem. Such popularity must be deserved. I've been summoned to instill new life into this anemic, debilitated rag of a newspaper. I'm looking forward joyously to the full cooperation of every member of this staff. I mean to have it or else. The Express is not to be scooped again. We're to print all the news and print it first. Whoever's not in his toes will be out in his ear. That's all, thanks. Boy,
Yes, sir.
deliver these flowers to Miss Daisy Delroy's Central Park Hotel, room 424.
Room 426. She moved last night.
Room 426. The customer's always right.
You looking for something?
Yeah, your resignation.
There isn't any. Meaning you're going to stick? No. Meaning that I want you to fire me again. I love to hear that cute little speech you always make.
Steve, what do you say we bury the hatchet? I got a tough job in my hands, and I need your help. After all, I gave you your first job. I want you to develop into the best newspaper reporter in New York, and believe me, Stevie, I'm proud of you. We've had our little differences, but what about it? We've had a lot of great times together, too, haven't we? Remember the night I dressed you up as a chambermaid and you stole the papers out of Colonel Randolph's apartment?
And the old potbelly walked in on me and tried to date me up. And remember the night you sent me out to trail old Pinkham? And I found him in a taxi with a blonde. And she turned out to be your wife.
Yeah, my third wife. What was her name?
Mrs. Canavan.
How about the night we got foiled and rode horseback down Broadway?
And you tried to ride into the Astor Hotel? And the horse got stuck in the revolving door? And remember the night that...
Stop. Stevie, what do you say?
To what?
To stick it with me. I'll tell you what I'll do. Just a minute. Yeah? Hello, Canavan speaking. Listen, throw up a year's contract for Steve Layton with a $25 increase.
$25?
Yeah, that's right. Make it snap. He's waiting to sign it. Well, Stevie, is there anything else I can do for you?
Remember the last time you tore up my contract and gave me a new one?
Yeah.
Remember what I told you to do with it? Well, if you're not too tired, do it again.
Run through with a 2-column head. Okay.
Mrs. Canavan calling. But I've already told her you were in.
All right, put her on.
Is that you, baby?
Yes, Mabel.
I've got something awfully funny
Yes.
to tell you. Do you know Mr. Paul?
Yes.
Well, they live next door.
Yes, Mabel.
The motion picture business.
Yeah?
Well, he tried to send
Who?
somebody again. Nobody knows.
Ed Saunders, Cleveland, okay. Yes, Mabel. Hello, Ed.
Got a hot tip to start you on your new job.
Thanks, let's have it. Tony Gateson just left Cleveland.
Yeah, in a chartered plane for Newark. No, the con ain't with her.
Great, you're a sweetheart, Eddie. I'll get you $25 for this. Okay. Yes, Mabel.
I led my class in journalism, was elected Phi Beta Kappa, and graduated maximum cum laude. If you will give me the opportunity, sir.
I'm sorry, my boy. I'd like to put you on, but there isn't an opening at present.
Well, thank you, sir, and good day.
Wait a minute. Are you a Harvard man?
Yes, sir.
You're hired. Now listen very carefully. Go down to Mike Allegretti's around the corner. You'll find a reporter there named Steve Layton. Tell him Mr. Canavan sent you for his police card and that you're going to interview Antoinette Gateson, who arrives at Newark Airport at 3 o'clock.
Tony Gates? Why, this...
Leave it to me, Chief. This is very confidential. Tell it to Layton and nobody else.
Yes, sir.
I'm giving you the chance of a lifetime.
I shall arrive behind my shield, or on it.
What's the idea of sending a cub on a tough assignment like that? You must be mad.
No, just psychic. What do you think is likely to happen when the kid asks Steve for his police card?
You punch him right on the nose.
Right, Mr. Finley? And what do you think Steve will do when he learns there's a Tony Gates scoop in the offing?
He'll break his neck trying to get to Newark Airport himself, the old fire horse.
Right again, Mr. Finley. Yes, Mabel.
Too bad about the kid's nose.
Say like him.
Come on, Stevie boy. Give us a little action.
Get hot, boy, get hot.
That's 5 in a row.
Good work, Steve.
Come on, mastermind. You're delaying the game.
Oh, wait a minute. Gotta give the old professor a chance to concentrate. Wait a minute. There.
Now, there we are.
Yeah, boys, go. Oh, wait a minute. Will you stop kibitzing? Mind your business. Like that.
Right out of your way there.
Right out of your way. How do you like those apples? Boys, you'll have to pardon me. Just a minute. I gotta make a little room here. Here it is, son. Oh. You'll pardon my wet gloves, I hope. Relax.
Where do you stow it all?
Got my big shoes on. Come on, let's see some action around here. Come on, Steve, make a move, will you? The beer's getting flat.
Pardon me, sir, but who is Mr. Stephen Layton?
Take it easy. You gotta give a guy a little time to figure these things out.
Time, you've had enough time to grow a full beard. Go ahead.
What may I suggest? Not that one. This one.
Say. Oh. Thank you, Palsy.
Pull up the floor and sit down. Here you are, son. You deserve it.
Say, Oyster Eyes, why don't you live your own life? Kibitzing in a checker game.
Never should take one of those out of chasing.
How do you like that guy horning in?
Well, I was on the varsity checker team at college.
What college? Vassar?
Walked right into it that time, Johnson.
Champ.
That's the end.
Well, I surrender, dear.
Well, we can set him up again. Mike, 7 more beers.
Must excuse me, gentlemen. I must be going.
Stick around a while. What's your hurry?
Oh, no. I gotta get to Newark Airport.
Somebody launching a debutante?
No, somebody's coming in. Tony Gateson. 3 o'clock.
Say, boys, listen. I've got a very sick grandmother. Can I trouble you for that phone, pal? Sister, can I buy you a little drink?
Did I say something wrong?
Boy, you set a front page full. Come on. Give me a 10 spot, will you, Mike? I gotta take a cab to Newark.
Oh, no, you don't. I'm going to Newark Airport. Mr. Canavan said so. He told me to get your police card and tell you I was going to interview Tony Gates.
Canavan said that?
Absolutely. Cross my word of honor.
Keep it, Mike. I won't need it. Oh, Canavan sent you here to spy on me, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, scram. And you can tell Mr. Canavan his trick didn't work. Every paper in town has a story except the Express.
Oh, Stevie, read about it in the Chronicle.
Oh, heave it through the air with the greatest of ease.
I've got a good mind to break your... I'll admit I pulled some fast ones, but I never stooped as low as that. The kid's finished, and so are you. I'll fix it so you'll never get another job in this town.
Try to scare me, would you?
Give me a whiskey, Mike. Hello. Canavan speaking. Give me Finley.
Finley speaking.
Hello, Mr. Finley. We've been double-crossed on the Gates and scoop. The dirtiest, slimiest deal I've ever been handed. Yes, Mr. Finley, by Steve Layton. Absolutely, Mr. Finley. It's up to us to see that every editor in town hears about it. A rat like that should never be allowed inside a newspaper office again. What did he do? He got the new kid drunk, so drunk he couldn't cover the story, and then kidded him in the flap and tipped every rag in town. Give me that.
Hello, Mr. Finley. It's a lie. You'll get your story, and it'll be exclusive. And as for you...
Need this for cab fare.
Oh, no, you don't. Let him go, you chump. He's a pal of mine.
Hello, Chief.
He fell for it like a ton of bricks, didn't he?
Yeah, he fell. Like a ton of bricks.
It's just another air pocket. Fortunately, there wasn't a hole in it.
Tony, where are we?
About 15 minutes from New York. And, thank heaven, 3,000 miles from His Highness Andre Pierre Gaston Louis Guillaume. The blue-blooded moron.
Nevertheless, Andre's a very charming gentleman. And if he were my fiancé...
Ex-fiancé.
All right, ex-fiancé. If he were my ex-fiancé...
Oh, Lois, darling, you are sweet, but you are a little naive. Wait till you come into Aunt Phoebe's millions. Wait till every man you meet looks into your eyes and sees only a bank account. And wait till a lot of nosy reporters start making a sideshow out of your private life.
Oh, what do you care what those stupid papers print?
Oh, I suppose I should laugh stuff like this off. Look at that. Tony Gateson buys herself a count. Tin Can Countess says American men are boys. Exclusive interview by Steve Layton.
You never said that, did
Never
you?
said it. Why, I'd never even seen the lying snoop. He got that interview from a maid I fired. Can't understand why they call him gentleman of the press.
You let us in, I'll get you two guys.
Sorry, boys.
Oh, now listen, St. Peter, will you open up these golden gates? It's vital to me.
Sorry, but orders is orders.
Special details, Miss Gates.
Hello, Stevie, pal.
What are these? Autograph hounds?
Reporter, sir.
Scum.
How do you
Have a nice trip? Yes, sir. No trouble at all. Good. You boys wait right here. I'll be back.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Miss Gates.
Yes?
I hate to tell you, but there's a mob of reporters waiting outside.
Now, you see, Lois, exactly what
However, I have a police escort to see you to your car.
Oh, that's awfully nice of you. Thank you so much.
If I may suggest, Miss Gateson, if we send your friend out with the police, the reporters will think it's you and you can get away by yourself.
Oh, that's a great idea. Will you do it?
Surely.
All right, put your collar up, hon. Go ahead and I'll see you done, huh? Good luck.
Okay, boys, see Miss Gateson to her car. And if those news hounds get rough, we'll pay for all broken noses.
Okay.
Leave it to us.
Nice trick if it works.
Oh, you leave it to my men, Miss Gateson. We've put it over on those smart aleck reporters before. Pests, all of them. They always bother our passengers, especially when they're celebrities like yourself.
Now, don't tell me you want my autograph.
No, but I would like a cigarette.
Oh, certainly. There you are.
Thank you. No, I don't think I will smoke this. I think I'll save it for my grandchildren as a souvenir of the beautiful Comtesse de Guillaume.
Well, that's what you're saving it for. Here, have a light.
Look, here she comes. Oh, Miss Gateson, how about it?
Now, I'm telling you, Lane Brain, they're kidnapping that dame and she don't know it. Well, are you two dumb clucks going to stand there and let them snatch the richest dame in the world right out from under your nose? Well, come on, bear down. Do something. Do something. Get to going.
What's going on here? Who sent for you guys?
Mr. Layton from the airport.
There's no Mr. Layton connected with this airport.
Steve Layton? Well, that lugs only a reporter on the Express.
Steve Layton.
Say, this ain't Tony Gateson.
Oh, let me through, let me
Hey,
out.
lady. Hey, lady.
No, all I want is just a few days so I can get just as much distance between me and the Count as possible. Then they can write anything they like.
Well, you know what they'll say. They'll say you're going to hunt another Count.
Well, that'll be just as true as everything else they printed about me. Oh, no. The next man who puts a ring on this finger will have to have a good old American title. Like plumber, bricklayer, motorman, anything but reporter.
Oh, Tony.
Well, Louis, what's the matter?
Do you know who this man is?
Why,
He's that Steve Layton, a reporter. And judging by the smirk on his face, he's tricked you into telling him plenty.
Young lady, I must commend you on your excellent judgment of smirks.
Oh.
It's getting a bit chilly in here. Goodbye, Miss Gateson. Thank you very much for the cigarette and a pleasant chat.
Which you will now distort into a pack of lies.
I've got to give our readers what they want.
I wonder how you'd like being mobbed by a bunch of peeping Toms. How would you like being a public freak?
Me? Listen, lady, if I had your money, they could put a press box at the keyhole of my bedroom door.
So it's no go. You won't kill the story.
No, sorry.
Mr. Layton, you're very ingenious about getting in and out of places. Maybe you can suggest how I can get out of here without being annoyed by all those other reporters.
Oh, sure. Oh, wait a minute now. I've got it. Taxi the plane to the edge of the field, jump over the fence by the greenhouse, have your car come around and pick you up there.
Well, now, that's wonderful. Why didn't I think of that? You wouldn't by any chance like me to give you a lift back into town, would you?
Oh, thanks. You know, you're being a pretty good sport about this thing.
Oh, that's all right. You go ahead in my car, and I'll meet you at the greenhouse.
All right.
You know, officer, the DA is a great pal of mine.
Why
You
don't
know,
you
the sauce
wink
the
at
top
us?
you ever had.
I've ever been on.
Stevie! Well, how do you like that? Say, Stevie, listen, let us in on the story, will you?
So long, boys. Read the Express. Always first with all the news.
Why, you big one. Did you guys see what I saw?
I certainly did.
Hey, boys, there she is.
Hey, wait a minute.
Say, escape. What about a statement from the press?
Oh, just a minute, boys. Did you want to see me?
What about a statement from the press?
Certainly. Are you ready?
Yeah, shoot.
Miss Antoinette Gateson, Tony to you boys, takes pleasure in announcing her engagement to Mr. Stephen Layton of the New York
Steve Layton? Who?
And as a little engagement gift, I'm going to settle $1 million on Stevie.
$1 million?
Well, it worked. Oh, that was a wonderful idea of yours.
Oh, you don't know what a kick I'm getting out of this, Miss Gateson.
Really, Mr. Layton?
We better hurry, though.
To Uncle Cyrus's house, Carter.
Am I happy, lady? Of course I am, and you should be, too. Why, no other rag in town has a story except me. You know, you've been swell about this, and I'm just going to soften it for you as much as I can. Of course, you know, got to have a story.
Oh, you're wonderful.
Get up. Gurney.
You are now standing on the brink of Grand Canyon, and down there, 4,000...
Hi, Yoo-hoo, Uncle Cyrus.
The layout you got here.
Simple little place, but it's home to us. Hello, darling.
Oh,
You sweet little thing.
Don't do that. What's that, your count?
Mr. Layton, my uncle, Mr. Jeffrey.
How to do, Mr. Jeffrey?
Who is he?
Mr. Layton's a reporter.
You and the cat dragging the darndest things.
Fine animal you got here, Mr. Jeffrey. Play polo?
No, do you?
Now, checkers is my game. Well, that reminds me, I've got to call my city editor.
Well, here's the phone, Mr. Layton. Come on, let's speak business. You wouldn't understand that.
Huh? What?
Well, not at Mike's. Go to press in 10 minutes. Plenty of time.
Hello. Who? Put him on. Hello. Where are you? Where? He's right in the road home. Yeah? Exclusive, Stevie boy, I could kiss you.
Skip the romance. Give me a rewrite, man.
You sure you know what you're doing?
Relax, Vance, relax.
Hello, Turner. Take this down exactly as I give it to you. Quote, in an exclusive interview with the Express today, Miss Tony Gateson, the Tin Can Countess, announced that she and the Count de Guillon have PFFT.
The scandal monger.
Shh, don't disturb him, darling. He's dictating his own obituary.
In a luxurious Fifth Avenue mansion, the disillusioned heiress, fleeing from her amorous fiancé, was welcomed by her uncle, Cyrus Jeffrey, the well-known financier and, horseman. End quote. Got that?
Thanks, Steve. That's all good.
What a story.
are, Chief. Not a bad start for the first day, huh?
Best scoop we've had in months.
That reminds me. Give Steve Layton a $50 bonus.
$50.
That's right. Always knew he'd be a top man someday.
Chronicle, Courier, and Dispatch.
If we look at a load of our front page.
What's the matter?
John.
Stop the presses! Stop them! Kill the Gatesons!
Stop the presses. Kill the Gateson story. Get the Gateson story.
Hold her. Hold her. Come on, shake it up. Get me that double-crossing dog on the phone. Get him.
You know, I get the same kick out of a scoop like this as you did out of stealing the PR&W Railroad.
I got that fair and square.
Yeah? You bought that railroad through a dummy corporation and sold it back to your own Mid-Southern at a $10 million profit.
Perfectly legal. I outguessed the other crowd.
Sure. And I outguessed your niece.
Oh, excuse me.
You know, in this newspaper racket, you got to know your way around. You're just out of luck, that's all.
Just a minute. It's for Mr. Layton.
Give me that phone. That's what I've been waiting for. Hello?
Hold the wire a second, please.
Hello.
Oh, Mr. Canavan. Miss Gateson speaking. Oh, Stevekins has told me so much about you. Oh, yes, of course, it's true. Hasn't Stevie told you? Oh, that's strange. He's told everybody else in town.
May I speak to Stevekins, please? Hello? Yes, Mabel.
Oh, just a moment.
Oh, Stevekins. Mr. Canavan on the phone.
Oh, darling, I couldn't tell him to do that. I'm sorry, Mr. Canavan, but Stevekins doesn't seem to want to talk to you right now. Goodbye.
Hello. Hello. Take Steve Layton off the payroll.
How about the bonus?
What bonus? No, cancel it. And after all I've done for that cut. Yes, Mabel.
Every time I take over a railroad, I make money for the stockholders.
Afternoon paper.
Here, let me look at that financial page. Let me show you what I did to the PR&W.
Give me that.
Well, what is it? What's the matter? A murder?
Not yet, but there may be.
What's new?
You're not going to marry my niece.
Not while I'm sane.
Tell me, this isn't true, is it?
Well, it's just as true as a lot of other things that gentleman in the press has been writing about me. Hello. Hello.
Hello, this is Steve Layton. Let me speak to Canavan, quick. Congratulations, your grandmother. Engaged to you. Any paper that says I'm going to marry you is guilty of criminal libel.
Oh, Stevie.
Hello. Who? Oh, Mr. Layton. Up the Fifth Avenue, Laytons. You mean Mr. Antoinette Gateson, don't you?
Oh, now listen, Marty, it isn't true, I tell you, on my word of honor.
Your word of honor? Why, you crook, I wouldn't believe your dying confession. And if I ever see that pretty puss of yours in this office again, I'll put my foot through it. Yes, Mabel.
Hello.
Bit skeptical, your editor, isn't he?
Get on that phone and tell him the truth.
Oh, darling, don't be so masterful. After all, we're only engaged.
Are you going to retract that story?
Retract it. I'm going to build it up. I'm going to keep you on the front page. I'm going to show you what it feels like to be a public freak.
Oh, no, I'll have something to say
I
about
suppose
that.
you think they'll take your word against Tony Gateson. Why, my dear, you ought to be pleased and flattered to be marrying a young multimillionaire.
Well, I'm not.
Nevertheless, we're still engaged.
Not for long.
But just as long as it makes news. And when the scandal mongers get tired of reading about that, I'll give them another story. Heiress airs reporter. I put you in the headlines, and I'm going to keep you there.
Reporter knocks off Rich Dame. Extra, extra. Read all about it.
Hey, you hear that, darling? They're announcing our engagement.
Yes? Well, watch me announce that the engagement's off. You can't tie a tin can heiress to my tail.
Paper, mister? Paper? Extra, all about the big engagement. Read all about it. Reporter knocks off Rich James. Extra, extra. Paper, mister? Extra, all about the big engagement. Extra. Oh, hello, Steve.
Hello, Red.
Steve, congratulations. Paper, please. That's Steve Layton, lady. That's him. Oh, listen to what? mind giving me your autograph?
Please, madam, no.
Please, if you don't mind.
No, madam, not right now, please.
And I'll get a pencil if you don't.
No, madam.
Oh, Mr. Right here. Mr. Right here. Mr. Right here. Give me one second. I haven't first. Wait a minute. Oh, the nerve.
Oh, Mr. Layton, congratulations. Ah, 'tis a lucky lad you are. Oh, and she's a lucky woman, too, for all the money she's got. I always said I didn't worry about the rent money with a fine, upstanding lad like yourself.
Well, I hope you won't mind waiting a little
No,
longer.
not at all, Mr. Layton, not at all. And this $1 million you're getting. Sure, it must take you a long time to count it. I've been fixing up your room with my best presents and some real linen towels.
Thanks.
Oh, glad to do it out of the kind of living heart.
This old gentleman gives the hair the smooth gloss and charm that makes you irresistible to the ladies. As irresistible as Romeo was to Juliet, as Anthony was to Cleopatra, as Steve Layton, the humble reporter, is to Tony Gateson, the $100 million heiress, whose affairs of the heart always make front-page news. And now, dedicating the next number to this romantic pair, the orchestra will play Thanks a Million.
Who's there?
It's me, Mr. Layton. Just sorry I am to be waking you, but I've been trying to get these bookers out of here, and for the life of me, I can't. Mr. Layton, what is the name? I reckon they will have coffee. I have a very... Turning your insurance. It's a fine thing to be pushing a woman around home as if it was a subway.
I don't need
Every man needs insurance. Now, let me show you.
Gentlemen, give the man a chance. $200,000.
Would you be interested?
Well, you can say we'll be married sometime next month. Yes. A honeymoon. Oh, I don't know. Paris, probably. Riviera. Oh, yes. Yes, we'll be gone about 6 months. Certainly. Oh, I'm always delighted to talk with the press. Bye. You can get my robe, Marie.
They better keep up this silly business.
Certainly. They want news, and I'm giving it to them.
The most sensible news you could give them would be that you're making up with the Count.
Oh, don't be silly. You're old-fashioned, Lois. Marrying titles isn't being done anymore. Don't get that, will you, Marie? I'll do this. You know, darling, if you really want publicity, that is nice, delicate, refined publicity. The smart thing to do is to marry a prize fighter or an orchestra leader.
Mr. Layton.
Or a reporter. Don't be foolish. Hello, Steviekins.
Now be reasonable, Miss Gateson. Don't you think you've carried this thing far enough? How about calling it off?
Oh, so soon? We've only been engaged since yesterday.
All right, I admit I got what I deserved. You've had your fun. Come on now, be a good fellow, will you?
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. How would you like to take me to lunch and we'll talk the whole thing over? Yeah. A nice quiet corner at Club 42. How's that suit you?
Club 42? All right. 1 o'clock? Okay, it's a date.
Sure, that's the way it is when you have money.
Mrs. Flaherty, could you let me have $2?
Oh, go away with you. $2 and you with $1 million of them.
Well, $1 then for cab fare.
And what will you be wanting with a cab with all them fine automobiles waiting for you? Sure, that's That's one of the perquisites of a millionaire.
You got an automobile outside you want to demonstrate to me?
At your service, Mr. Layton. I have
You're just the man I want to see. Come on.
Feel as though it were your very own, Mr. Layton. Take good care of him, Penrod. Get away, boys.
Yes.
This old guy worked in a sawmill all his life. So he goes up to the bartender and he says, "Give me 4 straight whiskeys."
Get a load of this.
Oh.
Well, if it ain't Mrs. Astor's horse.
Or vice versa.
Hey, Mike, has Canavan been around?
Not yet. What do you want Canavan for? Best man?
Wait a minute. Quit clowning. If you want a real story, I'll give it to you.
Oh.
Shut up, Mike. The drinks are on
champagne.
Big-hearted Stevie, always giving away stories.
I'm not engaged to that dame any more than you are.
Oh, come on, what are you trying to hand us?
Where'd you get that car? Out of a punch board? Steve? Here's hoping all your kids will be city editors. Stevekins. If Tonykins has a sister, remember, I can be had.
Mike, you ever have a woman make a fool out of you?
Sure.
What happened?
4 boys and 1 girl. Hey, that will be $255.
Oh, why, sure. Charge it. And say, by the way, Mike, when was the last time you saw Canavan?
4 o'clock this morning. He was very depressed.
Depressed, eh? Spelled D-R-U-N-K. I know where he is.
Yes, Mabel. Yes, Mabel. Yes. Yes.
Hello, Marty.
Oh, go away.
You gotta listen to me. We gotta get this thing straightened out.
You pick a fine time to raise my blood pressure. Yes, Mabel.
You're getting dressed and coming with me.
What? Why, I can't.
Listen, I'm taking you to get the lowdown on this whole mess from the Gates and Dame herself. Now, you gotta go with me. You're coming with me, or I'll tell Mabel who you sent those flowers to. And I'll tell her who you...
So loud. So loud. I'll go. Yes, Mabel. Yes, dear.
For a guy with a hangover, you're certainly stowing away plenty.
Very excellent bit of filet mignon, my good man. Pity Miss Gateson isn't here to enjoy it.
Yes, well, I'll accept your apology. Here she is now.
Oh, I'm so sorry I'm late.
Miss Gates and Mr. Canavan.
Oh, Mr. Canavan, how do you do?
Charmed, I'm sure. Sorry to have started without you, but...
That's all right. As a matter of fact, I can't stay anyway.
Miss Gates, and if you'll just tell Mr. Canavan...
Oh, some other time, Stevekins. I've got to rush away. You won't be angry, will you, darling?
That's the old personality stuff,
Steve. You can autograph one.
Steve, what about the sister?
Oh, you enterprising newspaper men, always thinking of your art. Goodbye, darling.
Photographers from every paper but my own, so this is your way of getting even with me, you rat!
Waiter! Waiter!
Check.
Follow that car.
But ain't you gonna still decide on this one?
Come on, that car. Hurry up.
Until it gets to 100. And talking about you got these
brakes on it. You ain't never seen no brakes like this. You ever seen any brakes that you get there and they do like that?
Let me see your driver's license.
Well, I haven't got it with me. What'd you stop me for?
85 miles an hour on the county highway, 60 miles an hour through the village of Meadowville. Failure to stop for a red light, passing 4 cars on the wrong side, going the wrong way on a one-way street, reckless driving, and failure to stop for an officer of the law. That's all so far.
All right, but hurry up and give me my ticket, will you?
This is one time you don't get a ticket, lady. You can't get away with that stuff in Meadowville County. You're under arrest.
Well, that's ridiculous. Do you know who I am?
I don't care who you are. Come on, you can tell it to the judge.
See how she runs, mister? She can go.
You got any small change?
Change, mister? Well, on account of you ain't got nothing but them big bills. That's for sure. It's lucky people. I wish one of my gals had $100 zillion. I'd pitch a ball.
You're going to regret this, officer. When I finish with you, you'll be riding a tricycle.
Hello, Marty. Steve. Listen, they're taking the Gates and gal to the can in Meadowville. I tell you, they're taking her to jail right now. It's a scoop, you big lug.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course I believe you. Sure, it's a great story. And now Stevie can tell Daddy the story of the 3 little bears and drop dead.
UP Flash, Tony Gateson's been arrested.
What? Give me the Meadowville jail.
I'll fine you $200. I'll learn you that there's no gambling in Meadowville County.
What about my machine?
They stay put. Contraptions of the devil. Get.
Too bad, Judge.
I was not. You got to study the ways of crime in order to combat them.
You have Miss Gateson under arrest for speeding?
What about it?
You combated it too hard that time, Judge.
I seen it. When it was too late.
Well, you're working too hard, Judge. You got to take it easy. Easy does it. Now, easy. Ah, that's got it. You're a cinch now, Judge.
Yeah? This is Judge Hart talking. Who? Layton? No,
Hey,
nobody.
Hey, for me, Judge. Hello? Hello, Steve. Oh, Mr. Canavan. I suppose you want to hear the story of the 3 little bears. Well, once upon a time... just a minute, Steve. I want you to hear something first. Are you listening?
Yeah?
Put Steve Layton back on the payroll and give him a $100 bonus.
Yes, sir.
How do you like that, Stevie?
Oh, I'm just thrilled. No end.
Pals, aren't we, Stevie, old boy? Now, look, about that Gateson girl.
Yes, she's here. No, she hasn't been sentenced yet.
You won't let me down now, will you, Stevie? Please, I'm dependent on you.
All right, I tell you I'll handle it. Yeah, I'll call you right back as soon as I've had a talk with Judge Hart.
Won't do you no good to talk to me.
Judge, do you realize that Miss Gateson is America's richest heiress?
I don't care who she is. I'm going to fine her $25.
And the niece of Cyrus Jeffrey, the railroad king?
$50. The more you talk, the worse it'll be for her.
But, Your Honor, her ancestors came over on the Mayflower.
$100.
I'll take this to the Supreme Court.
Oh, you will, eh? Joe, bring in the prisoner. You big city shysters are not going to tell me how to run my court. You asked for it, and I'm going to give it to you.
Hello.
Young lady, I find you guilty of speeding and sentence you to 30 days in jail.
Oh, but Judge, that's ridiculous.
30 days.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Your own idea?
No, it... Get in there.
Why, Judge, no bath?
I'm gonna have to worry about that come Saturday night.
Lovely view, isn't it?
Oh, hello.
She was only a tin can countess. Now she's queen of the Meadowville can.
Say, pal, you got a can opener?
Here. Start sawing, sister.
Thanks, buddy. Hey, listen. I left me vanity case in the car. Would you just grab it and slip it to me?
Your vanity case?
Sure.
Certainly, Toots. Don't go away. I'll be right back.
Oh, no, I'll go in.
Noise for?
That man who was just in here. He's robbing my car.
He's your lawyer, ain't he?
My lawyer. He's a thief.
Hurry and catch him. Hurry!
What are you doing there?
I'm just looking for Miss Gateson's vanity case.
Oh, come inside and prove it.
Wait a minute, Judge. She sent me for it.
We'll
Wait,
find
you don't
it.
understand. Hey, who you...
I understand.
Get it with me. All right. I tell you, she sent me for it herself.
Come on. We'll find out.
But, Your Honor, I tell you that...
Don't Your Honor me. I'm the judge.
Does that always happen?
No, Come on. He said you sent him for your vanity case.
That's ridiculous. I have it right here.
You're under arrest.
Judge, this is a frame-up.
Get him.
Judge, I tell you... Judge, you can't do this. It's a frame-up.
Shut up. Stealing in my own jail. Want to give the place a bad name?
What you in for, pal? Murder?
I would be if I could get at you.
Here, start sewing.
You a friend of that fellow Layton's?
Gentlemen, you went with you. No, sir.
Then what are you doing here?
Here? I ain't here.
Say, Judge, you got the chase in your jail?
Yeah, come on.
All fixed now, Judge.
Fine. You don't have to worry about this door. Come on.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Here it is.
Now, first of all, you can quote me as saying this is the nicest jail I've ever been in. I'm going to recommend it to all of my friends. I have everything I want here, including the man I love.
Oh,
la.
Well. Say, Judge, mighty dangerous man you got there. What's he in for? Stealing milk bottles?
Burgling this woman's car.
Another one of her cheap tricks.
Oh, Stevenson. Just for that, I've a good notion to tell them the whole truth about you.
Lady, shovel the dirt and we'll haul it away.
Well, when Stevens heard that I was sentenced to 30 days, he couldn't bear the thought of the separation. So he had himself thrown in jail just to be near me.
What a squall! Isn't that cute? Say, Sheriff, why don't you marry him and give him the bridal suite?
Oh, now, wait a minute, fellas. You wouldn't drink that.
Scooped again.
That dirty...
Twice in 2 days.
Take Steve Layton off the payroll.
Listen.
Listen. That's all I do is listen around this joint.
Oh, if I had the wings of an angel.
What's the matter, darling? Oh, this is too soon to be. This is a quaint little place. Well. Oh, there she is. Handsome Pat. This way, folks, right this way. In this cage you had Tin Can Tony the Two-Gun Mall, the most dangerous female criminal in captivity.
Dear, how in the world could they put you in such a place?
Darling, hello.
I spent New Year's Eve in a place like this.
Tony, darling, this is outrageous.
Darling, don't excite yourself. They're not hanging me till tomorrow.
Oh, I was terribly upset when I heard about it. I was just going to dinner with the Count.
The Count?
Well, yes, he flew in from the coast this morning.
Antoinette, how is it possible they put you in so terrible a place like this?
Oh, it's not so bad, Andre. As a matter of fact, it reminds me of your chateau, especially the plumbing.
Plumbing?
Darling, you look so sweet. I said I knew that.
Why, this must be one of those public enemies.
Hiya, Tubby. How's for a little kiss, huh?
Don't mind him, folks. He's just my fiancé. Oh, is that?
My compliments, monsieur. You are very lucky.
I'm lucky. You're rid of her.
Oh.
Out of the way. Out of the way. Here she is. Make it snappy.
Oh, hi, Aunt. Did you come to arrange my coming out party?
I'll have you out of here in a jiffy.
Be a mighty long jiffy.
Attaboy, Judge. Don't let him bluff you.
Keep out of this. I'll have you impeached.
Hey, Judge, don't let him intimidate you. That's contempt of court.
I got a good mind to lock you up, too.
Gentlemen, please, if you'll allow me to handle this matter. I'm sure His Honor will listen to reason.
Hey, Judge, they're trying to bribe you.
Preposterous, a man of Mr. Jeffrey standing in the community.
I don't care who he is or who she is. I'm the law here.
Attaboy, Judge. Remember, the power of the press is behind you, and the eyes of the whole nation are on you. From the rock-bound coasts of Maine to the sun-kissed slopes of sunny California.
Hooray! All of you.
Telephone the governor.
Huh, a Republican.
We'd better follow the usual procedure. I'm sure that we can effect Miss Gateson's release in the morning.
You mean she's got to be here all night?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, I don't mind, Unks. As long as Stevens is here.
All right, outside, everybody. Time's up.
Attaboy, Judge. I
Bye.
want to get some sleep.
I'll
Yeah,
send you
yeah.
out something to make you comfortable.
All right, some food, Unks. That is, if His Honor doesn't object.
I don't care what you send. As long as you don't go smelling up the place with none of them French perfumes.
Come on, get out of here. Get.
Goodbye, Unks. Goodbye.
Good night, Miss Gateson. I had a delightful time at your party.
Oh, don't rush away. Why don't you stay and spend the evening?
As a matter of fact, I think I will.
Oh, if I had the wings of an angel. Oh, no.
What's the matter? Mice?
No, I'm out of cigarettes.
Oh, what a shame.
So you don't happen to have one, do you?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yes, just one.
I don't suppose you could possibly spare me a puff, huh?
Well, no. But I'll tell you what I will do. I'll, blow some your way.
Oh, thanks awfully. That's wonderful.
Here, you don't deserve it, but I'll give you a puff.
Oh, you're a darling.
I'll hold.
Well, I can't reach it there.
Is that better?
A little closer, please. There you are.
Ow! Oh!
Thank you.
Give me my cigarette.
No, you don't.
Give me that cigarette! Give me that cigarette!
Don't you think it's kind of early to be throwing shoes to your bride?
I'll get even with you for this.
Look out, you almost got me.
Here. What's the matter? What are you making all this noise for?
She bit me, Judge.
Bit you. How could...
I don't know how you done it, but don't do it again.
All right, Bevins, you can let it down now.
Very well, Liz.
Oh, that's much better. Oh, Stevekins! Stevie! Bevins.
Yes, ma'am?
Bevins, come here. Thank you. Would you ask Mr. Layton if he would like to join me in a cup of coffee?
Very well, miss.
I beg your pardon, sir.
Miss Gateson's compliments, and would you join her in a cup of coffee?
You tell Miss Gateson from me.
Wait. Come here. I couldn't possibly do that, sir.
Good morning, Judge. Would you like to have a cup of coffee?
Come on, get this stuff out of here.
Oh, what's the matter?
I just got served with one of them habeas corpuses. Gotta let you go.
Hooray! Goodbye, dear. Without you, jail is going to be heaven.
No. Judge, come here. How much is this fine?
$5.
All right, I'll pay it. I'll get out just as soon as I can change. Bevins, the robe.
Yes, ma'am. Come on, get out.
What's the matter? I'm just beginning to enjoy it here.
Your fine's been paid.
Oh, no. No. She's not going to pay my fine. I stand on my constitutional rights, and I'm staying right here.
If you do, it's going to cost you hotel rates, $2 a day.
Make him pay in advance, Judge.
You betcha.
All right.
Bevins, you see if
I'll
there's any
go.
gas in my car.
Very well, miss. I'll go. But you'll hear from my lawyer about this.
So long. See you later.
Not if I see you first.
Did you forget anything?
Fight!
Let me out of here. I'm the judge here. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out of here. I'm the judge here. Let me out.
Haven't you got a phone?
Yeah, I'd like to stick it in your eye.
Oh, you would.
Miss Gateson. Miss Gateson.
Wings of an angel over thee.
Come in.
Well, Mr. Layton, this is a pleasure. Joe Brady's the name. Press the play. Oh! Say, doing your own sewing, eh? You millionaires have some funny hobbies. I know one that collects chorus girls.
Yeah, what else do you know?
Mr. Layton, I'm a man of few words, but I have something here to interest you. I know you're rich, but how'd you like to make $1,000 a week? All you gotta do is sign on the dotted line.
What's all this about?
Personal appearances, $1,000. 12 weeks, $12,000. You open at the state Friday. You know hook? Sing? Well, it doesn't matter. All you gotta do is come out, pull a couple of gags, and then tell the peasants how you knocked over that $100 million baby.
Get out of
Hey,
here.
wait a minute. There's motion pictures right there. Hey, look out!
Come in.
That's a pretty tie you're wearing.
If I'd known you were coming, I'd put on my tail.
Well, that isn't necessary.
You're doing relief work. The slums are 2 blocks east.
Well, you wouldn't answer my phone call, so I thought I'd better come over.
I let my valet go this evening, so I've got to do this myself.
What? Oh, here, let me do that for you.
You? You're probably sore to my skin.
Oh, you think so, huh?
Yes.
Come on, Smarty, get your hands away and I'll show you. Wonderful.
I can't believe it. Must be an optical illusion. You cook, too?
Beautifully.
Maybe I should take our engagement seriously.
I'm afraid not. As a matter of fact, I've just come from a very delightful dinner party for the express purpose of telling you that I'm jilting you.
Oh, I get it. Heiress heirs reporter. More headlines, huh? Okay, it'll be great. Great publicity for that.
What's that?
A vaudeville contract. The poor reporter gets $1,000 a week for telling the public how he won the $100 million heiress.
Oh, you wouldn't do anything as cheap as that.
Oh, wouldn't I? Well, you'll see. Go on, tell the papers that you're going to jilt me. I'll welcome all the publicity you can give me now. Go on, make me just as big a public freak as you can. Go on, jilt me.
I'll do nothing of the kind.
Then we're still engaged.
We certainly are. What did you have in mind, Mr. Layton?
Something that's done in the very best circles by engaged couples. Last call, lady. Are we still engaged?
Absolutely.
Hot or cold? Hot.
I'm afraid this engagement of ours can't go on.
Yes, I see that it can't.
I think the best thing to do is call this thing off as quickly and quietly as possible. I'll do anything you suggest.
You will? Will you meet me at the Express tomorrow morning? 10 o'clock. I want Canavan to get the story first. He won't believe me, but if you're there.
I'll be there.
Great.
Good night.
Good night.
That's safe.
Thanks for the needlework.
That's all right.
Now, just a minute, Canavan. Maybe Layton's telling the truth. Why not wait and see?
I tell you, it's a waste of time, and I don't want this heel around the office.
I tell you, she'll be here.
Tony Gateson coming to a newspaper office. Of all the idiotic, imbecilic...
All right, wise guy. I'll bet you a sock on the jaw she shows up.
Mr. Layton, your proposition intrigues me. What's the time limit?
She said 10 o'clock. Make it 10:15.
Where we send your remains,
Good morning, Carly. The Daily Express.
Gason. Just a moment, please. Miss Lois has gone to the city hall with the Count to get married. Her maid just told me.
Thank you, sir. City Hall, Carly.
Yes.
Don't push, mister. We's in just as big a hurry as you is.
5 minutes to go, Stevie.
Just fill it out.
Now, don't be nervous, my dear.
Well, it's my first elopement, you know.
Is this a private wedding, or can anyone get in?
But Antoinette, what are you doing here?
You need a witness, don't you?
Oh, darling, you're not angry with me.
Oh, Lois, don't be silly. I almost did the very same thing myself.
Heavens, I'm so nervous I can hardly hold a pen.
Well, I'll tell you what you do. You go over there and sit down. I'll fill it out, and then you can sign it.
Oh, but...
Go on, I know all the answers. Go on, shoot. Scat.
Antoinette.
Any objections?
But,
Why, you darn fool. You know I love you. Well, this thing has just made me realize it, that's all. Don't you want me?
Why, yes, of course, but you're engaged to that reporter.
You don't think I'd give you up for him, do you? He doesn't mean a thing in the world to me. Come on, I'll prove it to you. Darling, we'll be right back. We're planning a little surprise for you. Come on.
This is a pleasure I've been looking forward to for a long, long time. Stick out that lug, Stevie.
Hello, the Express? Mr. Steve Layton, please.
Steve, here she is.
What is it?
Here she is.
All right, you lugs. What do you expect for an encore? A fan dance? Scram, will you?
Hello, Mr. Layton. Miss Gateson speaking. Here's a little scoop for you. I'm going to be married.
What? The Count? Oh, now, wait a minute, Tony. You can't do that. I mean, think it over. Oh, I thought you were all washed up with him.
Well, oh, no, that was just a little tip. Everything's all patched up now. Yes. Yes, we're going to be married right away.
Right away? Now? Well, congratulations. I hope you'll be very happy. Yeah. Thanks for giving me the scoop. Wait a minute. Tell it to Canavan, will you?
Yeah. Thanks very much, Miss Gateson. I'm sorry, Steve, old boy. Rip out the front page, Logan. Looks like you were right. Hey, O'Malley, on the double there. I got the hottest story you've ever had, and I want to bet it out a beautiful brown.
Wait a minute. Seems to me you collected a bet you didn't really win. If we'd have bet money, you'd have had to pay me back, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but it wasn't money we bet.
That's right.
Well, are you going to tell her, or shall I?
Yes. My little Lois. I don't know how to say this. I hope you will forgive me, but Antoinette and I, we've been so deeply in love that we cannot. That is, I cannot.
Andre, what are you trying to say?
That I'm going to marry Antoinette. Oh, I'm so sorry, ma petite.
So that's why you followed us here. Oh, how could you be so beastly?
No, but Lois.
And you...
Lois.
Oh.
You can go now.
Now what?
Why, you cheap fortune hunter. You didn't think I'd really marry you, did you? I only did this to show you up for what you are. Now go on, get out of here. Get out. Oh, honey, don't.
What's money to me? What do I care about society? I love you for yourself alone.
Stevie, sweetheart, say it again.
Oh, boy, that's great. You slaughtered him, Steve. You're a sensation. Listen, we'll try it again from the last clinch. And Tessie, please be a little more Park Avenue. You're playing a character. You're supposed to be a lady.
Who says I ain't?
Maybe it's only a rumor.
All right, take it again. And plenty of bump, Maestro.
Tiverton.
Come in. Oh, Miss Gateson. You're just in time. Maybe you'll give Miss LaRue a few pointers.
Pointers?
Yes. She's playing you in my vaudeville act. Okay, Toots?
Can't you see I love you, Tiverton?
But you'll be much happier with the Count, Miss Gateson. He's your kind. I'm only a poor but honest reporter.
But you don't have to be poor. The Gates and millions are enough for both of us.
That's contemptible, Steve. You can't do this.
No, I can't, eh? Well, how about what you've done to me? It's my turn now. I'm going to make you the laughing stock of the country. I'm going to take you off the front page and put you in the comic section where you belong.
Hey, Miss Gateson, wait a minute. How about you going to the act yourself? I can get you $7.50 a week.
Yeah, maybe you can get the Count, too.
And I came up here to tell you... You're despicable. Oh, but aren't you got to do something? He'll disgrace me. The man's gone mad, I tell you.
No, he isn't. He's a smart fellow. I like him. What theater is he going to play at? I think I'll go down and see him.
Listen, Unc, you don't understand. He's only doing it for spite anyway. He's a newspaper man, Unc. He'll ruin himself.
Oh, worrying about him now, are you?
Well, after all, it was my fault. I started the whole thing in the first place. Oh, please, Unc, you got to do something just this once, please.
You know, what you got to do, young lady, is eat crow and plenty of it. I wish you were a boy so that I could put you across my knee. I've got a good mind to, anyway. All right.
Finley, I want you to meet Mr. Jeffrey.
How do you do, Mr. Jeffrey?
How do you do?
Mr. Jeffrey just bought a half interest in the Express.
Well, that's good news for everybody.
Remember, gentlemen, this is strictly between ourselves. Not even my niece must know about it.
This sort of straightens out our financial difficulties, Finley. And the first thing I'm going to do is to give you that 6 months vacation I promised you. With pay.
Thanks, I can use both, but who's going to take my place?
Well, I have a very good suggestion.
Morning.
Morning, Mr. Canavan.
Morning, Logan.
Good morning.
Where did this come from?
The boss.
Listen, Finley, never mind. I'm coming right in. I'll show you who's running this desk. Listen, Finley, what is this brainstorm mean?
Layton's the name.
Yes?
Canavan speaking. Take me off the payroll.
Yes, sir?
Yeah, it's just what I expected from you, you big lug. I knew you wouldn't be man enough to take it.
You think I'm going to take orders from a dirty...
Hello?
Is Mr. Canavan in your office? The Count de Guillaume would like to speak to you.
Who? Put him on. I'll talk to him.
You can take it right there.
Hello? Is this the editor? Would you be interested in publishing some very charming love letters?
Love letters?
Oui, monsieur. Of course, you understand I cherish these letters very highly, and I wouldn't give them up without substantial consideration, n'est-ce pas?
What makes you think we'd be interested in love letters?
The whole world would be interested there, from Tony Gateson.
Tony Gateson? But the...
Who is this talking?
Oh, come right on in, Count.
Yes?
Layton speaking. Put Canavan back on the payroll.
Yes, sir?
Mr. Layton left the house early this morning.
Do you know where he went?
To the newspaper. Back to his job. Oh, just glad he is to be getting it. Coming into sudden affluence, as they
Express
say. It's
card.
not all beer and skin. It's not by a whole lot. There was a lad sitting over.
It is a great bargain, monsieur. 10 beautiful letters, $10,000. Of course, if the price is a little too high, perhaps some other newspaper...
Okay, Count, okay, it's a deal. Go on over to the cashier and get me a check for $10,000 payable to the Count. Hello? Who? Oh. Well, send her in.
You will get a great satisfaction from publishing these letters, especially as an ex-fiancé of Annette.
We'll skip that if you don't mind.
As you wish. Is it better?
No. Stay where you are. Have a chair, Miss Gateson.
Oh, no, this is all right.
The Count and I are just finishing a little business transaction. Remember those?
Andre, give them to me.
They're no longer mine.
You can still give them back if you want to.
No, that would be unethical. I've already sold them to you.
How much?
$10,000.
I'll give you $25,000.
Well, I have not yet received the money.
$25,000.
You take one cent of her money and I'll have you arrested for blackmail. You made a bargain and you'll stick to it. These letters belong to the paper.
All right, Mr. Layton, go ahead and print them in your filthy sheet.
If they're fit to print.
Oh, at last you found a chance to get even with me, both of you. All right, go ahead. Go ahead, I deserve it. I deserve it getting mixed up with a couple of no good soldiers like you two.
Give me the check. Here you are.
Thank you. You bought them very cheap.
Oh, you think you should have more, hmm?
Well,
Shall I give it to him?
Heads or tails?
Tails.
Heads.
I understand you bought some letters of a personal nature.
That's right.
Then I shall have to ask you to hand them over to me.
I ask why?
Because I don't believe it'd be good policy to publish them.
When I was hired here, it was understood that I was to be the sole judge of
an
what's
exception
news.
made in this case.
Since when is the policy of the Express being dictated by Park Avenue and Wall Street?
Stop beating about the bush. Tell him. Go on, tell him.
Clayton, I didn't intend you should know, but yesterday Mr. Jeffries bought a half interest in my paper, and it was at his suggestion that you were made managing editor.
Oh, I get it. So I owe it all to the little woman with the big bankroll, eh?
Well, Uncle, you... Steve, I didn't know anything about this. Honestly, I didn't.
You'll find Miss Gateson's letters in the office vault. And I'm through. As of right now.
Steve.
Got a lot of spunks, that fellow. Only man ever dared accuse me of stealing a railroad.
I got the letters for you.
Now, he was right, too.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Think it over, Stevie.
Not a chance. So long, John.
Yes?
Take Steve Layton off the payroll.
Yes, sir.
I'll send you my check for the $10,000. Where you going?
I'm going to eat crow.
Do you good?
I don't care how many millions that Gates and Dame's got. If she tries to interfere with this desk, I'm walking out, too.
Where's Steve Layton?
Mike's place.
Where's that?
Around the corner.
Thanks.
Put Steve Layton back.
On the payroll.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, there's one for the master. I don't suppose you play this on Park Avenue.
Oh, sure, with cocktails and champagne.
Well, this is good enough for me.
Not that one.
Oh, Miss Gates?
Gentlemen, wait a minute. I didn't come here to give an interview. I came to get one from Mr. Layton.
This place is getting a little too ritzy for me.
Steve! I represent the Daily Express, and I'd like to ask you a few questions. Steve! Wait a minute! Steve, wait a minute! Steve! Don't you think Tony Gateson is a human being? When are you going to begin treating her like one? When are you going to begin acting like one yourself? Steve! 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 Don't you realize she's sorry? Why didn't you admit you're sorry? When did you first realize you loved her? Steve! Steve, when are you going to forget her money? Is it her fault that she's rich? Do rich women have to be old maids?
Hello, give me Canavan, quick.
Do you remember the time when you kissed her?
Hello, Marty. Start a roll yet?
All set to go, Steve.
When are you going to kiss her again?
Hold it.
Oh.
How'd that sound?
Never heard anything more beautiful. Yes, Mabel.
Well, and